underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Into the air right away is Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 20 carries, 52 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From midfield, here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's how you shake up the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A torn ACL cost George Pickens most of his final season at Georgia, but he did return for the college football playoffs and had an impact. And in his first 2 years there, wow. Led the Bulldogs in touchdowns both seasons, had people thinking he could be a first-round pick. The ceiling is huge with this kid. Nice pickup there for a first down.
It's brought in by Harris. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 5. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run with Harris. This defense for the Bills, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Austin. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Steelers set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Again with a juke.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to be shot back short of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Steelers have retaken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run again with Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
2nd and 4.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Again, he'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Finds Pickens out right.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
Allen now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Cameron Hayward is the heart and soul of the Pittsburgh defense year after year and was an All-Pro for the 3rd time in 2021 after putting up 10 sacks.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen going to throw. Flush to his... Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Again, it's Harris.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? And they know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This offense hoping to do better than last time. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for Bills. First down.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 44, Allen. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw again.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here, because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this
open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Steelers are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. That time, a 9-play drive.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
A gain of 9 brings up their
Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
in punt formation for the Bills.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Second and 8.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now back to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 2nd and 5. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, They're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We begin up at First Energy Stadium, the LA Chargers paying a visit to take on Cleveland. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Jeff Driscoll has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Harris running straight ahead, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Harris.
Down to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. Here's Harris. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here is a line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
Allen's pass complete to Jamison Crowder. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Allen.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Allen's pass intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Third down, you give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The partner still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
On the delay, here's Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cook again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Cook. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now. And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
False start.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One final try here for Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen going to throw.
33-yard line.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. There's Deontay Johnson as this Steeler offense gets set for this next series. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick. I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
We'll throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 2nd and 3. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This is Harris. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw here. He gets it complete to Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills going to take over again on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Austin. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
133 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st down, Steelers.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.